double coverage.
It didn't even play, bro, for me. I swear to God.
I don't know what's happened. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We're back with another episode. Dom has cooked the intro.
I'm trying to do a go on live thing. Honestly, it didn't even play. You know, like last week. Last week. You know how it kept playing in the background?
Yeah.
I don't know what's this 2 weeks in a row. Apologies, ladies and gents. Welcome to Double Coverage. Hope you're still living, loving, and breathing sport. I'm Dom with the Great Man Sauce. What's happening, Saucy? No, I'm just butchering everything.
Not much, mate. Not much. Back from a bit of an escapade. Went for a bit of a vacay. Trip down to Sydney. It was a nice little stay. Had a bit of an event. Sorry, Dan, I couldn't catch up. It was a big family event, so I would have loved to have a beer with you. But in and out for a quick wedding, and then back to Melbourne, back to work duties, and back to the pod because it's a big week in sport, and NBA is just around the corner. Doma, it is officially 6 days away.
So we have to do a preview then next week.
Well, yeah, I think so. If we actually put the show back to Tuesday next week, we are definitely going to have to do a preview because I'm pretty sure the season starts
Wednesday.
Starts Wednesday. So we can definitely.
I like it.
Run that through. So I think we'll definitely put a big preview of the NBA on the cards next week. But before we get to next week's show, what do we have on this week's show?
We got the AFL trade updates, a few little things that have just been floating out in the world of AFL at the moment, which has been quite interesting. We might touch on a few of those. EPL is back. SPL is back. A few other stories happening too in world football, which I do want to run past you. NFL, F1, UFC, and then some hobby talk. And I've heard on the grapevine, ladies and gentlemen, from the Great Man Source, that there is going to be a huge lemon coming in hobby talk. A huge lemon. So stay tuned for that. A few people in the chat. James, welcome. Dan, welcome. He says it played. Dom too busy watching SPL highlights. Ladies and gentlemen, the highest goal scorer of 2023 in the world, Cristiano Ronaldo with 40. Ladies and gentlemen, bow down to your king. This is all I'm saying. Your Saudi prince right there. All right. 38 years old, 40 goals. He's just so good. NBA predictions. What do we reckon? Phoenix or Bucks?
Bucks.
Bucks.
Lakers, bro. Lakers, man.
Welcome, Matty Cams.
Davis is playing all 82 games. Haven't you heard?
I saw that. I fucking started pissing myself
off. I'll be honest with you. I'm a Lakers fan. I started pissing my pants too.
Bro, he even got... You remember that clip? He even gets injured playing in 2K. Have you seen that clip? He's playing with himself and he gets injured. It's just... Even the game knows that you're not playing 82 games. I'll tell you what. If he plays 82 games, I will run down my street naked. Like, every time I've ever said that in my life, it's never happened. So, it's not going to happen, ladies and gents.
That's a guarantee.
I put it out there. Not that you want to see it, ladies and gents. But I'm putting it out there. Let's get into the AFL. Some interesting things have been just circulating, Source. A few interesting stories. There we go. What have I missed here? Have I missed it? No, let's go here. Big Ivan. Big Soldo. He's heading over to Port Adelaide. This is an interesting one. Richmond haven't got any ruckman. Nankervis is not that good. I thought this guy was the better of the two. He's just...
going to play Bolter in the ruck.
Oh. Here he is, Guinea. Traded to the Hawks, Source. I don't think there's any controversy about it. It's just he got traded. Nothing's happened there. Or has it? A lot of things been circulating around this gentleman.
Yeah, quite a few things that we've heard on the grapevine, ladies and gentlemen. Always being traded. So
I just hope that
we hope it's
McStay's
not true.
partner. I'm hoping McStay's partner uses roll clean. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm gonna.
The best in the business, Roll Clean Soap, www.rollclean.com.au. Use the code double coverage for 20% off your first order.
What else we got? There's a few others. Oh, let me get out of this. We have Jordan Sweet traded to Port Adelaide. Asava Radagalia traded to Port Adelaide. Port just getting a whole bunch of players back in once again. They'll do absolutely nothing again next season. So, Port fans, all the best here because you won't be doing shit in September. Elijah Hollands traded to Cullen. He's got a court hearing source. I don't know if you saw this one come out a few hours ago. Elijah Hollands. The Blues have got him, and they did know he had a court date coming up, but he's in trouble for possession of illicit substance. Funny that. He's been done for an illicit substance. Joel Smith from Melbourne today got done for cocaine. He tested positive. Funny. It's just funny how all these things start coming out. So, I don't know. Very interesting. And it's funny that it is a low-level type player, not the superstar that plays in the Melbourne Football Club, that's got an article about him regarding illicit drugs. Well, we did see another story regarding that certain individual that he had another incident, but that's the cover-up, ladies and gents. If you can follow the yellow brick road and the trail that we're setting for you here on the show, you'll work it out. It's not that hard. Kaczynski traded to Richmond. Jack Billings traded to Melbourne. Marbiel Chol traded to Hawthorn. That's a good get for them. Brandon Ryan to the Lions. Jack Gunston back to Hawthorn. Hawthorn's been very busy, Source. Very, very busy. Massimo D'Ambrosio traded to the Hawks as well. I actually liked D'Ambrosio. I thought he was an all right player. I don't know.
Yeah, but we got too many guys that are that small. We need some.
Yeah,
we need
fair
a couple of bigger bodies. I mean, he was okay, fringe player. So I mean, probably.
This is a good one for you, Source. Zerk Thatcher and traded straight for Dersma. It's a good one. And that's the wrap up. Done and dusted for footy. It won't be on the pod for another 4 months.
When's the draft?
A few weeks, I think.
Yeah, that will be the last of it, and then we won't be talking about it for a while till we get back to the next season, next year.
Done and dusted. All right, Saucy, let's keep the train moving on here. EPL is back this week.
Woo!
The games are as follows: Liverpool, Everton, Bournemouth, Wolves, Brentford, Burnley, Man City, Brighton, Newcastle, Palace, Nottingham, Luton, Chelsea, Arsenal. It's a good game. Good game. Sheffield United versus Manchester United. Aston Villa, West Ham, Tottenham, Fulham. No other ones. No. There you go. Those are the EPL games. Tune in this weekend for those. Of course, we can't go without the Saudi Pro League. Unfortunate news, Source. Not sure if you saw it yesterday, but Neymar done his ACL playing for Brazil.
Wow.
So he's just going to get paid $500,000 a day or whatever the hell it was for a social media post from Al Hilal while he's rehabbing. Unfortunately. So he's done. He did. Let's be honest. They're dominating in the SPL. I think he played one game for them. In the league, he played an Asian Champions League game. He scored in that, but albeit he is a great player, and it's unfortunate that he's done his ACL. So we won't see him for probably 8 to 12 months. Games this week: Al Aqdoud, Al Fayha, Al Tawun, Al Ittihad. That's a good game. That's top of the table clash.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's top of the table clash.
Al Fateh, Abba, Al Halal, Al Khalij, Al Hazem, Al Raid. Al Ali versus Al Wader. Craig Goodwin's Al Wader coming up against Bobby Firmino's Al Ali. Al Shabab versus Al Tay. Al Riyadh versus Al Ettifaq. That is the last. No, one more game. The big one. 2 a.m. Is that Sunday morning, the 22nd? Yep. 2 a.m. Sunday morning. Al Nassr versus Damak. And this leads in beautifully, Sauce, because I put in our broadcast channel the other night that Ronaldo is just on fire at the moment. But I'm gamble responsibly, but I'd put my house on Cristiano Ronaldo to score if the reports coming out from the Sport magazine, rumors are that Lionel Messi is going to win the Ballon d'Or, which if you listen to this show, you shouldn't be surprised.
Told
if you
you
listen
ages
to
ago.
this show.
We had the discussion about it.
We had discussion. Sauce and I have been telling you he was going to win the World Cup, that it was rigged a year out from that. We told you he was going to win the Ballon d'Or a year out from that. So if he wins it, put your money on Ronaldo to kick some goals on against Damak on Sunday morning, because it just coincides beautifully. He gets pretty pissed off with a lot of shit, and he does take notice of it. I saw ESPN put it's the first player outside of what did they put? They put like first player outside of Europe to win the Ballon d'Or or some shit in their post. I'm going to fact check myself.
Oh, mate, it's just that's pretty stupid because he's just moved to.
I'm going to find it.
He's just moved.
But it's funny because he's not.
Yeah. Look.
Give us your thoughts on it.
My thoughts are, mate, Ronaldo's going to be playing in his 6th Euro upcoming. And I would not be surprised, and I've said this once before, if we do see him at the next World Cup and he's still able to play minutes for Portugal. I mean, he's still playing 90 minutes for Portugal, 90 minutes for Al Nassr. And, like, the heat in Saudi Arabia is unbelievable. Like, you're playing in this immense heat. They're having heat breaks during the games.
He's the GOAT.
It's unbelievable. It's actually crazy what he's doing.
I can't find it.
At this, at this age, to still playing.
Everyone will just keep saying, though, he plays in a farmers league and this and that and blah 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 blah. That's all I have to hear. He plays in a camel league and he does this and he does that and blah. That's all everyone says to me. He kicks goals in the camel league. Like, but Messi kicks a goal in the MLS and everyone's like, this is unbelievable. All the talent in the MLS is in one team, and it's his team.
Yeah.
Do people not realize that there's like 30?
Well, they're going to get bolstered next season. You watch the players that come there next season; they'll win the title next season into Miami.
Yeah. But across the league, they're not going to get that caliber of talent across the league.
No, they won't. It just depends. Look, it does depend, and this is the only way that this happens is if other owners want to go, shit, let's bring across some better talent. Let's buy these teams, some other, multi-billionaires that in America, and they invest money into it, buying and getting better players.
Don't they have a thing in their league, in their comp, where it's like one outside the cap?
Oh, I don't know how it works.
It's American sports. It's got caps, mate. Saudi League's got no caps. Everyone's in breach of financial fair play, mate.
No competition.
That's just the way it works.
There's no competition.
They got $17 billion to spend over 4 years. I'm telling you, the MLS doesn't cost $17 billion to spend over fucking 4 years.
No comp then.
So, where's the oil there? Unless the MLS is going to go start a war with the SPL and drill all the oil out of their country.
Congrats to the GOAT, Messi.
Yeah,
James
whatever.
Says, Positive says Ronaldo is the best goal scorer in history.
I saw something funny the other day as well, Source. I saw it the moment. This is where like microphones in your phone. We know that it picks up what you're saying. It's just hilarious. Like the post came up. It's not a conspiracy, ladies and gentlemen. It actually happens. My mate was saying, we'll talk about the David Beckham documentary. I don't know if anyone's seen it on Netflix. It's actually fantastic. It's a really, really good watch. It's another one that we're dropping on. We told you to go listen to Patrick Bet-David's interview with Tom Brady. Hopefully you did last week. We told you to go listen to that. This week, go watch the David Beckham documentary. A lot of people saying it's the best like player doc since The Last Dance, the Jordan one. It is very, very good, and you get a good insight into it. how good he was, how we set the culture. But he was talking about Ronaldo. My mate watched it. And obviously when they went to Madrid, Galacticos. And he goes, oh, the real Ronaldo. I said, yeah. I know, R9. Yeah, I get it. He's the real Ronaldo. He goes, oh, he shits on Cristiano Ronaldo. I said, okay, that's fine. Like, oh, that's fine. Anyway, my phone brings up this little thing. It has Ronaldo Nazario, R9. Best season ever. Barcelona. 48 games, 49 goals, 8 assists. That was his best season ever. I think he played one season at Barca. He dominated. Right next to him, it had Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo. His 4th best season ever is better than R9's best season ever. His 4th best season. 4th best season is better than R9 for his career. R9's whole career source, his whole career, his best season ever only equates to Cristiano Ronaldo's 4th best season ever. People just hate on him. Oh, it's fine. It's good. Like, I just don't want people to, with these players. I know I give Messi shit. Messi's a great player and I respect him. And you've heard me say that before. Like, he's a great player. I like just being a Ronaldo mark on this show and I just love it. I love it. Like, every week, just saying he's the GOAT. Because he is the GOAT. But don't want people to regret when both of these guys retire. I don't want people to regret going, oh, I miss actually watching Ronaldo play. I hated him too much. I never actually enjoyed him for what he was as a player. I did that with Kobe. Source knows. Kobe used to kill Miami, bro. Kill us. And then I used to appreciate him 2 years before he retired. And then you think to yourself, fuck, I wish I appreciated this guy more as a sports lover and basketball fanatic. It's just like you wish you followed that guy. Yeah. Source did because he went for the Lakers. Prick.
Mate, you got to appreciate him, mate. That's why.
Yeah.
When there's good.
Appreciate
talent.
Greatness, bro.
Yeah, he's a gun, Ronaldo. He's a
you
gun.
Could be holding this up again next year, Source.
Gifted the World Cup, but
the Euro. You might be holding up the Euro again next year.
Hey, Portugal is looking very good. Their team is absolutely like demolishing teams.
They've got a new manager, Source.
Right? So let's see.
The last bit of news, sport news. I don't know if you caught this one. So I want your opinion on this. So Niccolò Fagioli. All right. If no one knows what that is, it's translated as Nicholas Bean. So Fagioli is bean in Italian. So Niccolò Fagioli plays for Juventus, has been caught betting on Serie A games. No, it gets worse, Source. No, you laugh now, but it gets worse because I'm thinking about the Italian national team. Fagioli actually plays in the national team. So he gets caught. He was facing potentially 5-year ban. And he's pleaded guilty, and because he's owned up to it and all this stuff, it's been reduced. Maximum he could get now it could be reduced down to 3 years. In the process of doing that, he actually came out and ratted out Sandro Tonali that plays for Newcastle and said that Sandro Tonali is the one that got him onto the betting app. And now Sandro Tonali's come out and said, I'm actually a gambling addict and I need to go seek help. And he bet on AC Milan games when he was playing for AC Milan. And he faces up to 18 months to potentially 5-year ban from soccer. Sandro Tonali. He's 100% going to get 18 months minimum. He's done because he bet on AC Milan games as an AC Milan player. He's done.
Bro,
so he's
bro.
Done. So
just bet on basketball. Bet on fucking golf. Bet on something else. Bet on horses, man. Why do you have to bet on football?
He's Calvin Ridley.
And even dumber, you bet on your own fucking team.
I know.
What a lemon. You know what? You know what, Thomas? Sandro Tonali, Nico Fagioli, you two are both lemons. What up? I can't believe that. How many times? This is what I don't understand. How many instances do we need this to I just don't get it, Tom.
It's as good as Calvin Ridley betting on his own team at the Atlanta Falcons in the NFL with his name Calvin Ridley on his betting account. How funny was that? And he got banned. And then he's just there like, how did I get caught? Because your name's on the betting account, you lemon. You could have just said, my best mate is Sauce. Hey, Sauce, can you put the bet on for me? No, I'm going to bet as Calvin Ridley. And he probably put in his credit card details, his actual home address, because he's a fucking moron. Like, these guys are idiots. Multiverse says the Beckham doc is actually amazing. Makes me want to swap EPL teams. Do yourself a favor, Multiverse, and I'll save you the hassle. I'm a Man United fan. I wouldn't put myself through it in a million years. I watched that documentary and I got fucking depressed watching that documentary. Because the players actually used to play for the badge, mate. They play for the fucking badge. Now they play for nothing. Now they're just shit. Just shit. I want to say some really bad things, but we're not on Rumble, so I can't even make that joke. I can't even make the joke I want to make. That's how fucking bad we are. Anyway, forget United. We're shit. Positive says, as a Liverpool fan, couldn't stand all the United crap. Positive also says, no more international breaks. Netgo says, early lemon, loves it sauce. And Multiverse says, I'm a Chelsea fan, can't be any worse. At least you got money and you got facilities. We got leaks in our roofs at Old Trafford. The fucking roof is leaking. The roof is leaking. We're $740 million in debt, and the roof is leaking.
The Glazers ain't the cent on the stadium.
Ronaldo,
bit of duct tape.
Ronaldo went from Madrid to Juventus to United in some of the best facilities on the planet at Madrid and Juventus. He walked into United and he's probably said to himself, what the fuck? I expect Ronaldo Jr. to get these type of facilities. My son, who's in the academy, not me, arguably the best player ever, leaks in roofs. Oh, just shocking. It's an embarrassment. Anyway, let's move on. Enough talking about fucking Sandro Tonali's a lemon. I couldn't believe it when I was reading it, Source.
Stupidity. Absolute stupidity.
All right, let's move on. F1 race this week, Source, is the American Grand Prix. Circuit of the Americas. Nah.
Different.
Texas.
Vegas is in this year?
Yeah. It's 3 more races till that after this one. It's the second last race of the year. Even though you know the season's finished, tune in if you want to and watch it. It's at 6 a.m. Monday morning.
Oh, not bad. Not bad time.
It's a good time, America. So it's a good time. All right, moving on to the NFL Source. Some results from this last week that passed. Cowboys defeat the Chargers. Bills beat the Giants. Rams over Cardinals. Jets over Eagles. Buccaneers lose to the Lions. Raiders defeat the Patriots. I just love it, Source. I just love seeing New England lose every single week. That's what I want to see. Because your mate Johnny Stones. That's all I think about. I don't even care about Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. Johnny Stones is the best thing to ever happen to Mac Jones collectors. Just straight up. Commanders defeat the Falcons. Minnesota Vikings defeat the Bears. Saucy's boy, Kirky Cousins. Bengals beat Seahawks. Browns over 49ers. Texans over Saints. Jags over Colts. Dolphins over Panthers. Titans lose to the Ravens, and Kansas City defeat the Broncos in what was an absolutely rubbish game of football. If you ask me, it was shit. Time to sell your Purdy rookies, says James.
Nah, bro, he's the real deal. He's going to be the GOAT. He's going to be better than Tom Brady, man. You don't sell, man. Hold.
So, just go ask freaking, what's his name? Griff Wilson. Like,
maybe he wants to jump off Ridder now and onto Purdy. He'll probably buy him. Mr.
He'll
Wilson.
buy anything. He'll buy. He needs it for his
Wilson!
LCS. He needs it for his LCS, mate. He'll buy anything. I'm telling you, he will buy anything.
He will. He will. He does.
So
He's buying. Cards HQ. Absolute shocking name, if you ask me, but it is what it is. Good luck, Mr. Wilson.
Good luck. Games this week: Saints, Jags, Ravens, Lions, Bears, Raiders, Colts, Browns, Patriots, Bills, Giants, Commanders, Buccaneers, Falcons, Rams, Steelers, Seahawks, Cardinals, Broncos, Packers, Chiefs, Chargers, Eagles, Dolphins, Vikings, 49ers. That's a Monday night football game there, mate. Kirk Cousins can't win that to save his life. So 49ers back on the winning wagon, mate. Bet your house on it. Gamble responsibly.
Hang on. Gamble responsibly, but I better check. I'm going to have to check the starting line here just for shits and gigs and just see what the bookies have got it at.
I can't believe it. I just still can't believe Sandro Tonali bet on his own team. While
$32 -7 the line. Gamble responsibly, ladies and gentlemen. That's for 49ers over Vikings.
Don't be a Sandro. All right, moving on to UFC.
Mate, I'm not playing no NFL, so I can happily bet on it. I actually just don't understand. Like they would get when they're coming up through academies and things like that. They get it's part of the terms and conditions of your contract. So they would get notified or some sort of seminar about this. I know the AFL players do. So I'm sure other players overseas.
They're making millions of dollars a year. Why the fuck do they need a gamble for? Go invest it. Like, he'll know some Italian entrepreneur that's like the richest person in the country because he plays for the national team, and they'd have their fingers in the national team, like freaking everything, trying to sponsor them. You can just go to them and just say, who's your portfolio manager? And they'll be like, oh, I go to these guys. I'll tell you what, he's not short of $1, so it doesn't matter how much it costs him to go sit down with the investment banker. He sits down with them, they put his money into a portfolio, and he could return dividends every year, and he could freaking literally live off of that. Like, these people are crazy. They just got no idea. It's because they're not educated on that stuff. They're not educated. Lemons. Positive says, who's your teams in the NFL?
Colts. I'll go for the Colts.
And I'm Mr. Famous Man himself that said I don't collect backup quarterbacks because I am a Dolphins fan. So
I think he's eating his words at the moment. He's eating his words at the moment,
it's okay.
Which is it's good. I mean, you should be happy about it because he's playing at a good level again.
I'm happy, mate. I'm happy. I'm a Dolphins fan. He could win a Super Bowl. For example, you reckon I care that I call him a backup quarterback? We're Super Bowl champs, man. That's a piece of cardboard. I don't care. World Championship is better than a piece of cardboard. Dan says, what can I say? The boys love a bit of gamble.
Don't worry about gamble. You'll get his. Don't you worry about that.
It's never a gamble if you bet on yourself.
I like that. Touche, James. Touche.
Can't take the hood out of the player. Your quarterback's gone for the season also. Did you see this, Sauce?
No. Well, the season was done for the Colts at the start of the season because I knew we didn't have a team good enough to win the Super Bowl. So for me, the season's done. I actually bet on the Colts in a futures multi for have under 6.5 wins for the season. So there you go. That's how much I think of the Colts.
There you go. Season. Bang. You're on fire. All right, over to you, mate. It's UFC time.
UFC.
I know you're excited for this one because the card got turned on its freaking head.
Yes, it did, ladies and gentlemen. And if you have been living under a rock, well, now is your time to come out from under that rock and listen to me here very, very carefully. Because this weekend, UFC 294 is headlined none other than the great Alexander Volkanovski and versus Islam Makhachev. He stepped up because there was an issue with now I've even forgotten who he's fighting. Charles Oliveira. There was an issue with Charles Oliveira. Volkanovski stepped up on 11 days' notice. He's an absolute beast. He's actually had to lose like 20 plus pounds for a weight cut in just over 10 days. Then also Paulo Costa has stepped out of the fight with Khamzat Chimaev and has been replaced by Kamaru Usman. So massive card this weekend has been turned upside down and headlined by a couple of new fighters. The main prelim card starts from 1 a.m., but the main card starts from 5 a.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. It's huge. It's huge, Doma. It is absolutely huge. All right. We'll get into it. But before we do, I'll give you my predictions and run through the main card, other than the top two. UFC sponsored by Roll Clean Soap. Go to www.rollclean.com.au or hit up at Roll Clean Soap on the socials. They've got your back. Don't be the smelly guy at the gym. Roll in with confidence and destroy the competition on and off the mats. And also maybe in the toilets.
Wow.
McLicker.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully he didn't get McSprayed.
That was good.
Fuck,
That was good.
We're actually idiots.
Yeah, absolute idiots. All right, Doma, let's actually bring it up. Let's bring it up. The card's that big. Let's bring it up. Let's share the screen. Here it is. Islam Makhachev against Alexander Volkanovski. Of course, I'm going with my boy, the Volk, even though he's on short notice. I think the Volk's going to go in there. He's going to be more attacking in those positions where he thought he had to be defensive last time, when he realized that he's actually got good, solid strength against Makhachev, and he wasn't able to manhandle him like maybe he thought he could have, right? Then you've got Kamaru Usman against Khamzat Chimaev. You know what? I'm going with Usman. Mate, Chimaev, yes, he's had a quick rise to fame, but Usman takes it on short notice. He must think he's ready. I'm going to go with Kamaru Usman. He's going to give Khamzat, I think, maybe his first loss. I'm really loving those plus 285 odds, which I believe is like $2.85. You should be paying something around that. So definitely.
Don't you reckon he's finished? Don't you reckon he's finished, Usman, after that knockout? Like, not saying like he's a terrible fighter.
His last fight against Leon Edwards, he wasn't that bad, but you got to think, like,
come back from that concussion.
Yeah, I know, but it's the only time he's ever been knocked out like that in his whole career. He's only had one knockout like that. It was pretty severe. And he did take a long rest. Like, he didn't come back for 6+ months. You got to think that he's all right. Yeah, I mean,
you hope so.
Look, you'd hope so. He is. Look, the only thing that worries me is him taking this on short notice. I think obviously comes out having a longer preparation. It's going to fare well for him. But you got to think that Kamaru was maybe, predicting that something could potentially happen, and he had himself in a decent spot in terms of fitness. I did see a video that they did a bit of a grappling thing in Abu Dhabi where they do, the lead up to the fight, the fighters are doing a lot of promotions of stuff, and they were in like a shopping mall and doing like a little expo thing of like grappling and whatever. And Usman actually threw Gaethje to the ground, and actually he goes, oh, and Gaethje goes, "You're right," and he's like, "Oh, I felt something pop," and he gets up off the ground and he looks a bit ginger, and he walks and ends the thing and walks off. So we don't know. Could something have happened? Was it a bit of a game plan? Is he pretending playing games? Who knows? Maybe he said that to Gaethje. Him and Gaethje are mates. Him and Gaethje are, partners in crime.
It's going to be a great fight. It's going to be a great fight.
Who knows?
Though.
Who knows? Could be mind games. Could be real. Who knows? But I'm going to go with Usman. Chimaev is a short favorite. I just think that's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. Because Usman is actually a pretty good grappler. So I think it's going to be interesting to see what Chimaev decides to do. If he tries to grapple him, I mean, Usman's a very good grappler. So, it will be interesting and to see how that fight plays out. Then you've got, this is a cracking fight, Magnum of Ankalaev against Johnny Walker. We've seen Johnny Walker with crazy knockouts. Magnum Ankalaev will probably try to take him to ground and pound, get him to the ground, grapple him. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. I feel like Magomedov will get the win. Then you've got Isram Azrekov against Walrus Alves. I wouldn't have a clue who wins this fight. I'm going to go with the ranked man, Ikram. And then the last fight on the main card is Sadam Nurmagomedov against Morvan Gafurov. And Sadam Nurmagomedov will win that fight. I guarantee you that. So that is my selections. It's a big card this weekend. UFC 294. Headlined by Makhachev and Alexander the Great Volkanovski.
Is it for both titles?
No, it's just for Makhachev's title.
Okay.
Because Volkanovski's gone into
up. Yano's gone up. Yeah. What time's the main event start? Multiverse is asking.
So the main card starts at 5 a.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. So that's here in Melbourne.
On Sunday?
On Sunday.
That's
so
good
for
timing, man. That's good timing.
Well, the main card starts then. I wouldn't expect Volk and Makhachev to be on till about 6:37 a.m. So it's not too bad. If you wake up around 6:37 a.m., you'll probably be able to catch Volkanovski and Makhachev for sure. But Doma, someone like me, who Arsenal and Chelsea are playing at 3:30 a.m., I'll be up at 3:30 a.m. watching Arsenal and Chelsea. And
I'll be up. I'll be up watching the whole card, mate, because Man United's game is at 6 a.m. against Sheffield.
There you go.
On Sunday. Thanks for coming. I'll be up from 2. So if you want to message me, I'll be up from 2 because Al Nassar played dumber at 2, baby.
I knew that was coming.
Let's go.
It's action-packed sports all weekend. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, gamble responsibly. Gamble on yourself. Over to Hobby Talk, brought to you by Mint Collectables. 20% off at checkout with the code double coverage. Check out Mint Collectables for all your hobby needs at www.mintcollectables.com.au, or you can find them on Instagram at mintcollectables_ or on Facebook at Mint Collectables. Thank you to the team down there. All right, Sauce. Just hold your horses. I know you're ready to explode on a topic, but we're trying to get back into the product reviews, all right? Because this comes out on the 20th of October. We know it's all rubbish, but it's Noir. 22, 23.
It's got on card. It's got on card.
Yeah, it's got on card. Nice Jason Tatum here.
Oh,
all autographs in the product come on card.
Nice set. Beautiful
gold SIGs in this too. Gold SIGs as well. So all cards on product. Not even National Treasures can claim that. I don't know if that's something that Panini should boast about, to be honest. So the fact that National Treasures cost more than National Treasures, a box now costs a lot more than Noir, doesn't it, Source?
Oh yeah, way more.
Yeah.
Noir's somewhat affordable, but it's still pretty crazy.
Yeah, but look at this comment. All autographs on the product come on card. Not even National Treasures can claim that. So we'll charge you more and give you less.
Yeah, it's a fair point.
Make yourself big.
Well, hang on.
People want to see the card.
Take your screen off. There you go.
There you go. It's off. There you go. Bang. We got here P. Will, rookie, auto.
Gold SIG. This is from a previous set. Very nice. I've had a few Noir cards over the time. Very, very beautiful set. That one's numbered to 99.
Nice card.
Absolute cracker.
Mickey. So there you go. There's a bit of a look into... Whoa.
At it now.
It's a bit of a look into the gold SIGs that you can get. We got sneaker spotlight SIGs. Here's Luca the Don.
That's
rookie
a fan
patch
favorite.
autos. Yeah, he's a fan favorite on everything, Luca the Don. Casting call memorabilia. Elegant decor rookie jerseys, game night jerseys are some of the places to find relics on the checklist. We'll go through the checklist in a second. Metal frame cards have not been part of Noir basketball checklist for several years. Feature lengths, split screen, debuting, roll credits, and vintage art are among the themes.
Let's hope the metal frames don't fall off like they have on other sets when they've put them on.
There you go. Yeah, I completely agree. Cards
What's
at a
composition?
glance. Cards per pack, 10 in a hobby box. Packs per box, 1. Boxes per case, 4 in a hobby case. There's 375 cards in the set. And as I said, that comes out on the 20th of October, which is, it'll be Saturday here. So Friday in the States, Saturday here. What to expect though, Source? 4 autos, 3 mem cards, and 3 base or parallel cards in total. And here is, do we want to look at the base? What do we want to look at?
Let's go straight to the autos.
Here we go. Prime black and white, prime color. What do we got? Barrett, Curry autos. That's nice. Dwayne Wade.
Nice.
Lugan's Dort. That's a good guy to collect. Dirk Nowitzki autos. Freeze frame. Bill Laimbeer. Vince Carter. Larry Bird. Nice. On-card Larry Bird autos. That's awesome. Pat Riley. Mike Miller. Miller the Killer Sauce. Get yourself a Mike Miller.
I'll tell you what, the checklist ain't really great.
Nah, it's
horrific. Looking at those names, it's absolutely horrendous.
Vets. It's just vets everywhere.
Tony Allen, Kenny Skywalker.
It's got Peja Stojakovic, mate.
Wally, who the hell is Wally Shuzbiak?
Here we go, Juwan Howard, mate.
There's a Magic auto, but it's only to 25.
Glock Morant to 25. That's all right. Luka the Don autos. Nikola Jokic. Anthony Edwards. This looks like the set to collect at the moment in the autos, the night lights, because all the guys here are pretty good.
Yeah, that is a set.
Reigning Knights, Siggs, Chet Holmgren, Seth Curry. Yeah, they're pretty horrible. Jason Terry. The Jet. Christian Leitner. Yeah.
Nate Archibald.
This is, yeah.
Rasheed Wallace. I like that one.
Shadow Siggs. Jean Bouchamp. Yeah. There's some pretty shit guys in there.
Yeah, there's some pretty average guys in there. But
go check it out on the Becca website. I'll chuck it in the chat if people want to go a bit more in depth with it.
Don't get too carried away, ladies and gentlemen.
James just said, just sold my car to buy into a break.
Yeah, has anyone in the chat actually had a look at the break pricing on this? And
Positive said, a box of Noir or a holiday overseas. You got to take the box of Noir. You'd be stupid to go on a trip that actually creates memories. That'd be just silly. Why would you do that?
Don't you want to open a box of Noir and get,
depressed?
Absolutely
instead.
Peanuts.
Fuck. Talk about helping each other out in this hobby, like mental health wise, and then fucking people encourage people to just continually buy into breaks. I don't know how that helps anyone when you're just burning money, mental health wise. Think about it, ladies and gents. Like, fuck. All right. Speaking about people ripping off people and doing crazy things, Saucy, as he mentioned at the top of the show, has been on a bit of an escapade. And he's come back into Melbourne. So he hasn't been watching any content, to be honest. He's probably followed some stuff on Insta. He's come back, he sat down, and as he usually does, he usually sit down, have a nice cafe, and watch Dan the Card Man. All right. You put him on your TV, you got to make him nice and big. All right. And he saw something that shocked him. Absolutely shocked him. And it rattled you, I think. I think it's actually rattled you. Because you got a lot of pent-up anger. I don't know why. I watched it and went, oh, he's another lemon. But you are genuinely upset. What's the matter?
Look, I would say I feel sorry for the people that get caught up in this garbage, but I actually don't feel sorry for them. They are as much lemons as this guy who I'm about to tell you about is a lemon, right? And this is just another one of those instances of people using, their following and build up of following in terms of social media to absolutely rot other people on the other side of the screen who are buying from them, which is baffling, absolutely baffling that you would build up this relationship, nearly 10,000 subs here on YouTube. And, when you decide to put a repack together, you absolutely rob your followers and the people who are buying off you. Literally, you might as well have said, open your wallet and just give me the money because you ain't getting nothing in return. Just give me the money. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't seen the video, go check it out. Dan, the man, the card man, the best man in town, who the freedom fighter, as I like to call him, against these absolute Le Mans, right? Exposing.
Need to lose the para hat.
Needs to lose the para hat. Hey, he's got a double coverage beanie, so chuck that one on the next video, Dan. Double coverage if it's not too hot in Sydney, obviously.
Make sure you put something on your head, though. Don't go hatless or beanie-less. You scared me the other week.
This video pointing out Justin Gamble. Yes, you heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. He goes by the name Justin Gamble. That should tell you everything, ladies and gentlemen. He's calling himself Gamble.
Look at his header. It says sports card and degeneracy. Like, how do you know?
How do you not pick up that this guy's a lemon, ladies and gentlemen? How do you not pick up Justin Gamble, sports cards and degeneracy? He's pointing it out himself. He's a degenerate. So you shouldn't be following this guy. He is a degenerate, right? And in this instance, what he has done is an absolute disgrace, Doma. If you haven't seen the video, I'll give you just a quick rundown. He's pretty much put together a repack, and he's charging, Doma,
I know what he's charging.
$1,150 US per repack. That equates to 1,824 Australian dollars. He had cards in there that were to the value of 65 USD. 71 USD. A $1,000 plus repack, and you're putting a $70 card in there.
I love it. I could make so many jokes. I just got to keep my mouth shut. I could just. It's just.
When I seen this, I was like, wow. When will it stop? When will it stop in this hobby? When will people catch on that just because someone has a big following on social media does not mean you can trust them? Does not mean that when they put out a product, when they put out something, that there's actual thought behind it. There's actual value for money behind it. Because there are a lot of people out there that do the right thing, and there are many people out there that create good repacks. But in this instance, Justin Gamble, the degenerate himself, a actual piece of shit, the way he's treated his customers, right, and he's following. Doma, you tell me that ain't a piece of shit act. $1,000 repack, $70 card. Are you fucking kidding me?
Hey, there's a good correlation source. There's
No.
Justin.
No, you gotta watch the video when Dan plays it and he hits the.
I watched it.
And
I
it's
watched it.
One,
And
one,
he
two.
goes crazy. Is it?
You're a degenerate. You're a degenerate. You, sir, are a about to pass out here. Holy shit. What a lemon. And you know what? The people that are buying off him are even bigger lemons. You are bigger lemons. The people that aren't doing their research and are just buying into this $1,000 repack. Are you fucking kidding me? $1,000. Do you know what great cards you can get for $1,000? And you're guaranteed to get those cards because when you buy it, someone posts it to you in the mail. You don't happen to actually maybe get a good card. You guaranteed to get that good card. Oh, buy singles, you peanuts. Don't spend $1,000 with Justin Gamble, scammer. Scamble, as Dan called him. Oh.
Have a drink of water or something, man. You're gonna fucking pass out.
I'm actually sweating here. That's how. This angers me so much.
But you asked me on my opinion, and I don't really like. My opinion is what's the difference? And funnily enough, James and I think alike. We think exactly alike. What's the difference of buying $1,150 scamble repack or buying a fucking box from Panini where you get the exact same amount of value back from it?
That's a fair point.
Listen to this show. Buy singles, as Saul said. That's the price you're paying. You know what you're paying for. That's the item you're going to get. And that is it. Be done with it. Just be done with it. But it's not that hard. Or else you run across, like Dan put a comment up there. The guy that spent $2,400 with Scamble and got $500 back in return, he's also a lemon. Card Experience said have a lemon water for the stress levels. Unbelievable. Just that.
Just taking some deep breaths here, mate.
It's just funny. Gotta love it. Gotta absolutely love it. All right, so last one. Multiple 1-on-1. There's just 1-on-1s everywhere. Just everywhere.
You get a 1-on-1. You get a 1-on-1. You get a 1-on-1. You get a 1-on-1. We all get 1-of-1. 1-of-1.
That's what it's
all
become.
Go outside Top's office and just yell 1-of-1. 1-of-1, and everyone, and they come out with the the gun out, when they shoot the shirts, and they just start shooting superfractors. Well, you all get 1-of-1.
Yeah, the money guns. You know those money guns and shit at them. Oh, who do you want?
Desmond. Yeah, there's not 2. There could potentially be 3 of every player.
I know. And that's why, like, it was funny that a couple people, like Dan pointed out, a couple other people pointed out, like, about those loaded boxes and getting the hits in those loaded boxes. And then people came out when that, we spoke about on the round table, when the Babe Ruth came out, that 1-on-1 superfractor. And everyone was like, oh, that didn't go to a breaker, like a well-known influencer, and he pulled the card. What's to say that a well-known influencer gets a box and he rips it and he gets another 1-on-1 superfractor Babe Ruth?
And it was meant to go to him.
Like,
they stuffed it up, and there's actually 3 of every card now.
It's actually embarrassing. This is the future, ladies and gentlemen. This is the future of the hobby.
Welcome to Fanatics.
Yeah, welcome to Fanatics Live. Fanatics Live. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, we had the discussion last week about this Fanatics, and it was a good discussion. So if you haven't heard last week's show, make sure you go check it out. About can they bring the hobby into the future. And I'm telling you, if what we're seeing from them already, if this is what's to come, if it's getting worse, it ain't getting better. Let me tell you that.
Card Experience says Baby Ruth. You know who said Baby Ruth on this show?
Yes. The Messiah.
Messiah Live is the only platform people should use. You can find the Messiah Live once a month on the round table. That's where you can find the Messiah. Speaking of the Messiah, seeing as we're done and dusted with our topics, unless you got something else you want to throw out, Source.
No, we can keep it short and sharp this week.
It's the Messiah's birthday today.
Oh.
Griff Wilson, aka the Ask Messiah, aka the Messiah, Jay. It is his birthday today. So, on behalf of us here at Double Coverage and Double Coverage family, we want to wish you a very happy birthday. We know you're going to spend it buying copious amount of cardboard and going to Commonwealth Bank and asking them for a loan in exchange for those cards. We know you're going to do it. So, we wish you all the best. Have a great night.
Happy birthday, the Messiah.
So go hit him up, Double Coverage fam. Just go hit him up, the Messiah. You might have to. I don't think he's on IG anymore. I'm not sure.
I think he's deactivated. He's on a hiatus. He'll be back when he's on the
round table, mate. But happy birthday to Jay. That's it, Source. We're done and dusted. Nothing else happening.
Oh, actually, no. I have one more thing.
One more. All right.
Hang on. Can't. Let me. Oh, how do I get this?
Scramble. That's what you got to do at the moment. What do you get a guy that has it all? A gamble repack. That's great. Jay would appreciate it too. You know what I'm bringing up on the next round table, Source? You know that Van Gogh Pikachu art card? Did you hear about this? And there's a Pikachu art card, Van Gogh card that they had, and they pretty much ransacked this place to try and get it. And then the Van Gogh Museum actually had to cancel the event. For fear that the museum was going to get damaged, that many people were going to be there stampeding to try and get this card. So,
I did see the first day it came out. It was pretty nuts. People were going.
This poses the question to the great card Messiah: if Pikachu is in a Van Gogh art theme on a piece of cardboard, is it technically a work of art? Would he collect? The question actually is to him: would you collect cards, Jay, if the cards were designed in your favorite pieces of artwork in history, like a Van Gogh or a Nietzsche? Is it Nietzsche? I don't even know how you say it. Would he collect them? Would we be able to get him back into the hobby if they design the cards like a Picasso? Maybe a Patrick Mahomes.
He would say Picasso. There's only one of each Picasso painting.
That's what he would say. He'll say that. Yeah. But I'm going to still ask him.
All right. Doma, this is the last thing on the agenda. Scrolling through the socials, seeing this come up. This is obviously a listener of the show. Felvis, you would have seen him here in the comments.
Yes.
He actually says here, sent back an Mbappe Topps Finest number to 50 with a print line through it. Print line through his head. They said give us 6 to 18 months to replace it. 2 years later, they say case closed. It took too long. He said, "Dear Ian, thank you for contacting our Topps customer service. Please be aware that unfortunately, due to the long period of time passed since your case has been assisted, we are not able to help you further as we do not keep archive. We apologize for any disappointment and we appreciate you understanding. Kind regards, Mattia." So clearly, Mattia and the team down at Topps do not give a shit when you ask for a replacement, but they're actually supposed to offer, even though they haven't offered you a replacement, they're actually supposed to offer your original card back and send it back to you, So they've left him with no card, no replacement. Pretty shit go from Topps. There you go. Just another example of how Fanatics will make the hobby better. Yay!
And just a piece of advice to Mateo: he doesn't appreciate. Like he wrote in there, we appreciate your understanding. He doesn't fucking appreciate it. He can't comprehend the fact that you still have his card and you gave him nothing in return. So he doesn't appreciate it. We appreciate your understanding to make you sound like, oh, I'm a nice guy if I don't kick up a stink, you know, like I just have to accept it, cop it on the chin. They're actually dickheads. Straight up. They got no idea. They say we're all about the collector. The collector is the customer, and a business is meant to be all there for the customer. In the last 2 years, 3 years, the business has not been there for the customer. It's been there for the profit.
And it will be there for the profit going
and
forward.
If you want to be there for the profit, that's fine. But if you say I'm still there for the customer, you better hope that at least your customer service is good.
This is the problem. This is the issue, Dom. The profits have gone up tenfold, but their processing and their quality and their all that sort of stuff, customer service has gotten worse. Hasn't gotten better. It doesn't meet the standard.
James says got a Lamella redemption and came scratched and missing redemption. I went to get a factory replacement and they won't let me click 2020. Starts from 2022. That's a disgrace. Positive says, I'm lucky Emily sent me whatever I asked for. Top customer service sucks. Had a box missing an order, recorded the opening and all, followed their guidelines, provide all receipts, proof and video, etc. They emailed me back 1 year later asking me to complete a form and provide more photos. You videoed the opening. Oh, it's just...
What?
Topps wanted more photos. Topps are impossible to get a hold of. After all these card issues, do you guys need counseling?
No, that's why we have our sports teams on the weekend, mate, and we just watch them, and that's our counseling enough. Take out frustrate. Doma yells at the TV when United's shit, and I'm usually celebrating at the moment because Arsenal's good. So that's it.
I don't take out my frustrations, man. I'm always celebrating week to week. I sit there with my yellow Al Nassr jersey on, and I celebrate every week, mate. I don't know what you're on about. Funnily enough, look at this. Suggested for me. We'll end it on this. Keep living, loving, and breathing sport, ladies and gentlemen. This is what suggested for you off of Instagram. Right here. The greatest to ever do it. It's double coverage. Till next week. Good luck to the great man. Peace.
Peace out, ladies and gents.
Thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to leave a review on the Apple Podcasting app. Also, follow us on socials. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Talking all sports. Double coverage.